Whether it be up in the mountains, in the forest, or perhaps by a lake or river, you need to make sure you have the right gear for your next outdoor adventure.
Olivia Horton is standing by with the top products for your next camping trip from consumer resource Best Reviews.
When many people are packing up after the long summer season, others head out for some of the best camping of the year. Joining us now with the top tested products to camp with us is Senior Director of Content Operations at Best Reviews, Jacob Palmer. Jacob, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. This, in my opinion, is the best time of year for camping, and we've brought something, something for everybody.
I love that. And when you first get to the campsite, everybody's worried about how you get everything set up, but you have some solutions for us, don't you?
And again, we've got something for people that love to car camp, and we've got something for people that like to backpack and everything in between. Starting with the tent from Gazelle, this is not for the backpacker. This thing is very heavy in the Best Reviews testing lab, but what it is perfect for is that person who wants to get to the campsite, get out of the car, and have their shelter set up almost immediately. It takes about 90 seconds to go from bag to full campsite, and this thing is huge, where it's basically a whole room that 4 people can comfortably hang out in and even stand in. So that's one, that'll set you up for your shelter. Then you got to get to the sleeping. And when you've got kids with you and you're camping, what is the hardest part about the sleeping bag? It's the making sure that they can zip it back up and roll it back up, and that they stay comfortable. This sleeping bag from Coleman is rated to 50 degrees, but what we love about it is that when you're packing up and it's time for you to get done with camping, it makes it that much easier for the kids to be able to roll it up and be able to zip it up because of the technology they've used in designing that product. So love that one for the families. And then for the people, who want to have a good time, lounge out.
Chill.
You've got your big setup going, so now you want to hang out. This chair is an awesome option because it has a cooler that's detachable. So it does a little bit of multifunction for you.
Oh, awesome. Anytime you get a cooler attached to where you're sitting, that sounds like a good time. But what about when you want to get things on the grill?
Yeah, and so obviously you've also got to account for how you're going to eat and what you're going to drink. And so when you're going out camping, especially for the backpackers, this is our favorite. It's from Gas One. And what's so great about it is, number one, it's super light, but it is very sturdy and effective, as you can see on the table here. It's not something that looks small and chintzy, but when it's out, it's really effective. And so what we love about it too is that it's got dual fuel sources, so you can use either propane or butane, depending what your preference is.
So you got a few different options, which is always good when it comes to cooking. But what about warming up other things that you want to drink?
Yeah, exactly. And everybody needs their coffee, whether you're staying, whether you're sleeping under the stars or in a penthouse suite. So this one from Stanley. Stanley's obviously having a huge moment as a brand because everybody's got their mugs they carry on their water. But this is their camping coffee maker, and we love it because of how easy it is to use. You just put the grounds in there, pour it over with some hot water, and then it'll trickle down into your mug that fits specifically for it and is awesome for that. When you're needing some coffee, the last thing you want to do is be thinking and trying to manage a bunch of different systems. This is so simple that it makes it a lot easier. And then for the late night part of it, we've got this from High Camp. It is a flask. It is an awesome gift. We're really going to be recommending this all the way through the holiday season for that outdoorsy, person, dad, whoever is in your life that you want to get them the gift. We love this because that you can basically pre-make a cocktail, put it in there, and then you've got that cocktail for the entire time because, hauling around a lot of alcohol while you're going camping can get pretty cumbersome pretty fast.
Yeah, that is not ideal. So this is a great way to bring that drink still to the camping ground. But what about what you're going to wear while camping?
Yeah, and it's all about staying safe and staying comfortable. And we've got 2 items here that are perfect for that. This one is from Third Eye. And what we love about this is, from Best Reviews perspective, is that our whole thing is making sure that people don't have to buy something a bunch of times or that they waste it on a bad product. This comes with a lifetime warranty. So even if it does, experience some difficulties, you can always make sure that you're covered with this kind of a product. And obviously, anybody who's gone camping can tell you why you need a headlamp. And then finally, the right footwear. These are from Merrell, and what we loved about these is that they basically had no break-in period for our tester. Out of the box, they were taking them out camping, they were taking them out backpacking where they had to hike into their campsite, and these were awesome and comfortable the entire way. It was awesome to see that because it can get pretty boring and annoying to be walking around your neighborhood wearing some camping shoes.
Yeah, and you might look a little silly too.
Yes.
So thank you so much for all of this camping gear. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. We really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. For more on any of these products or others, just head to bestreviews.com or scan that QR code on your screen.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar.
You can find more on the products and where to buy them on our website, CILiving.tv.